Now, working with cloud documents can be a little disconcerting at times because Photoshop auto saves your work. And so, if you're experimenting with the technique and you then close the file and you expect to get an alert where you say, no, you don't want to save here on the PC or don't save on the Mac, you're just going to close the file and Photoshop will have saved everything you've done. History command because version history is a panel. You can also get to this panel by going to the file menu and choosing version history, just so you know. And then you'll see a thumbnail of your image along with a bunch of versions down here in the bottom half of the panel. Now, I want you to see something. If I open a local file, a standard PSD file, notice there are no versions. Whereas this guy here, he's a cloud document, but I just saved him today at 4:07 p.m., so there's no other versions going on. Whereas I originally drew this piece of artwork in Fresco running on an iPad, and then I eventually brought it into Photoshop. And so notice that this month is open right here. I also have some modifications from today, but I'm going to go ahead and scroll down the entire list so that you can see end of history. Versions expire after 30 days. Mark the ones you want to keep, and I'll show you how that works in the next movie. This expiration may change over time, but right now it's 30 days. So if I click on this very first version, it's a blank document that I created in Fresco. Then if I click on the next version, I started drawing the robot cat's head and so forth. And so I can scroll up this list until very early in the morning, you can see at 2 a.m. So I was working pretty late there. I've got the more or less completed version of the artwork. Now let's say you want to open that image in a new window, then click on the ellipsis, the dot, dot, dot right there, and then choose open in a new tab. Now, it may take a moment because it's going to have to download that version of the image from the cloud. But you can see at this point, whereas my final version of the robot is a little wider, a little more squat as well, and all of the layers are named, as we're seeing right here. This particular version from Fresco is a little narrower, a little taller as well, and you can see that I did not name any of the layers. And that is how you take advantage of my favorite feature in Photoshop 2021, which is the version history panel that allows you to go back in time inside any cloud-based document.